Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today, I'm going to make a journal cover out of paper bag for these two pocket files, okay? So I thought I'd share it with you. I have two pieces of paper bag. The first one is all measured. I measured it so it fit perfectly on my pocket file, okay? You can see it fits over it perfect, okay? Top, bottom, sides, and it's just a little bit of room in there like that. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to glue this piece, seeing it's perfect. I'm going to glue it to this other piece of paper bag just to make it more stable. Okay, and I'm going to use Mod Podge Maddie to do that with. So I'm just going to open the Mod Podge. And I think I'm going to glue this side down maybe. No, this side. So I'm just going to put glue all over it. And I'll fast forward it. This paper bag is more smoother, so I'll use this paper bag to glue down the cardstock that I want. And then the wrinkly paper bag, I will use that one to glue down the fabric for the cover. I'll show you, beautiful beings. See how wrinkly this is? Now I'm just making the creases, make sure the creases and the corners are all glued down nicely. And once it dries, I'll cut it out and then I'll decide what cardstock I want for the inside of the journal because the fabric's going on the outside of the journal. Here's the fabric I'll be using, and it's from Dollar Tree. So I got my puncher. It's a big punch. Okay. I'm going to take this out. And then I'm just going to do this. Flip it over. Check it. And see how this is more wrinkly? This is where the cover's going. And it's a little bit more smoother. This is where the paper's going. I'm going to turn it this way. Make sure it's laying flat down. And I'm going to take my puncher while it's together. Make sure the ends are lined up good. And just take your puncher. And I'm going to try to find the middle, which is about there. And I'm just going to put them there so I remember to keep putting them every time I add a layer of either the fabric or the cardstock. Then I will be adding the eyelets and then the fabric. So I can tie this around, okay? Now I got to figure out what paper I'm using. Okay, beautiful beings. I'm going to use this paper. It's the Paper Studio. I got it at Joann's. And I got it for like 70% off last year. But this paper I'm going to use. Alright, and it's called Joyful Gathering. But I wanted to show you that this isn't as long as my pocket file. But that don't matter. Because the fabric will be, I'm going to fold it over for on the inside. So it'll be folded over here, so it's fine. But I want to show you the paper because I'm going to pick what papers I want to use for the inside. And I like this, so I'm going to use this. And then maybe a flannel, maybe that one. I don't know, but I'll just show you some of the different. I could use that too. Patterns it has. And I did use these in my pocket files. So be aware of that if you see them. So we got it all put together. It's got beautiful patterns for fall, autumn, Thanksgiving, whatever you want to use it for. There's even wheat and even that. Leaves. But I think I'm going to use this one. I like to put the ones that are more, you know, contrast in the background of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these. So what I will do is I'll glue this down here like this on this side. And as you can see, there's going to be leftover paper. But that's okay, but I'm going to try to get it right in the middle. A little bit from the edge and a little bit from that edge. I won't bore you with that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here. Okay, I'm going to try to glue it right in the middle. So when I got that done, I will be back. Hey beautiful beings, I jumped the gun a little bit. I forgot to tell you I put masking tape down from Dollar Tree. I just put it down right on the spine, and I trimmed it here and trimmed it here. Now we're going to do this side, right down the spine, okay? Just going to take it and go like this. Make sure it's lined up right. And then just rip it off. Push it down good. Flip it over, and if you want, you can either cut it off or just tuck it up because the cover is going to hide that in the paper. Okay? Make sure it's down good, and then just fold it over to your side and seam it. Okay? Now I'm going to glue down the cardstock. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm just going to talk over this. I cut this side off. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cut this side off. Just cut right against the paper bag. My camera on this phone sounds muffled sometimes, and sometimes it don't. But that's why I'm talking over it, okay? And that's it. Then we got to punch the holes out again, too. But they turned out good. And then the fabric, we got to get that planned. So I'm going to turn this the right way, and then turn the fabric the right way. But we're going to punch our holes out first. Just line it up and punch them out. As you can see, beautiful beings, that was a terrible bottom cut job. But I'll have to straighten it out. Now I'm just going to measure how much I want on each side, and then I'm going to cut up the side. And hopefully I do a better job of cutting. That much. Like that. Like that. As you can see, that isn't even, but I can fix that. But I'm going to remove this for now. I'm going to take this, and this is going to go on the inside like this. Okay, the extra piece off the side. So I'm going to fray it real quick. I'm sure most of you know how to fray. And if you don't, I'll show you. Just keep pulling it off like this and get as much as you want. And pull it down the side like that and praise it for you. Okay? And this piece wasn't too even either, beautiful beings, so I just put it together and then figured out what needed cut off, and I cut off the excess. Now we're going to glue it down. I'm just using Elena's, and I'm going to put this right where I want it. Then I'm going to make sure it's in the middle, so you can see. I'm going to flip it back and start it. I just want a little bit on all sides and down the middle. Okay. And I know this can be intimidating too, but the first time, I'm just going to make sure that's right in the middle. But I promise you, once you do it, you'll learn. If you make any mistakes, it's okay, because everybody always does. Everybody makes, are prone to mistakes. Just try it, and it gets easier. Every time you do it, the next time it's easier than the last time. Okay? I promise you. Now we're going to flip this over, and we're going to cut this off. Like that. Now I'm going to bring this back in. We're going to move this for a minute. I want to make sure this is straight. That's straight. The top's straight. That side is pretty straight. That is all wonky. Okay? As you can see. So we're going to try to straighten that up. See? I don't get it on the first time either. So I'm going to cut some of this off. That's way better than that. And before I cut this part, I want to make sure it fits. Okay? So much. Where's that wonky side? Well, I think it's the bottom. It's bottom down here, so I can straighten that up a little bit more. And I think there's plenty up here. Now I need a little bit, but I gotta remember this corner because see how short that is. So I'm gonna move that up a little bit. See how much? See, I still got lots up there. And how we're doing on the sides. Sides are fine. So I'm just gonna take my scissors and go along it and try to be way neater this time. Let's see. I think I'm gonna start gluing it. Get it where I want it. I'm gonna take this. You can use 3-in-1 glue. You have to use Elena's, but I'm using Elena's. I'm just going to put glue right on the edge up here. Now, make sure this is going the right way. This is going the right way. So I'm going to take this, put it down, make sure we got enough, the same amount here, here. It's pretty close. It doesn't have to be perfect, beautiful beans. So I'm going to flip this back over and go like this. Now we're going to find bend, fold, make sure it lines up, And I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and glued down smoothly. Right. Now, I'm going to check this. I really don't need that much, but I think this is maybe wider than this. But it's pretty close, beautiful beans. That's what it's going to look like. So, I'm going to fray all the edges. How much more do I got? Do I have extra? I'm just checking to see how much more. Yeah, I got a little extra and I kind of don't. Right there. It's not really straight, but it will do, I think. Alright, so I'm going to fray this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fray this. Like this. And I'm going to do the rest off camera, because I'm sure you know how to fray by now, if you're watching me. But I'm going to do that all the way around, and then I'll be back after I'm done. Okay, beautiful beings, I got it all glued down, I got it all frayed, and make sure, if you're not going to sew it, you check your tips, because those are the ones that don't like to be glued down, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the corners like this, just a little bit off, so we can fold it over. Okay? My neighbor messaged me on Messenger, Facebook. It's like somebody's getting into the abandoned houses shed by yours. So I had to go out there with a flashlight, but they were gone by then. I didn't see anybody. They must have seen Brian and took off. Okay. I probably shouldn't have said his name, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. I didn't say his last name. Alright, so we're going to take some glue. And we're just going to put a little bit right up to the edge. Okay, beautiful beans? And I'm going to do that all the way around. And if this video seems a little different, it's because I'm using my old phone to record. Because I'm uploading a long video, it's like 50 minutes, onto my other phone, or up to my, yeah, uploading it from my app. So we're just gonna, on the corners, we're gonna push that in as much as we can, and then push, oh, we need that piece, we need the piece of string, and then push that in, like that, okay? Take the corners, pull it over it, and then just go like this, piece fray, all the way up. Wrap it around, beautiful beans. Easy peasy. Make sure it's nice and tight. I found my puncher. Now we're just going to take that, put it right over the hole. Again, push down, and then sometimes it sticks, just pull that apart, like right there. And then you might have to, if you don't have a sharp one, just cut that little piece out of there. See it? Right here, that's sticking up. And just snip it out of there. And for the holes, we're going to put eyelids in there to make them nice and sturdy. Okay, beautiful beings? We're going to put something in there to cover it anyway. And do the same thing over here. Right on the hole. Punch it out. They can stick that time. Then you have a piece sticking up. Like that. I'm gonna have to clean my hands. I've got glue on them. Just snip that out of there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're gonna bend this over, and then you set stuff on it that's heavy, and let it sit for a bit, and then it goes right back to the shape you had originally. Okay, might want to put a lot of stuff on there. Just let it sit a bit, and it should be good. Christmas tree. I can't wait to start Christmas stuff. Okay, beautiful beings, so I'm going to let this sit here, and then I'm going to let the glue dry, and then I'm going to sew around it, and I'll be back. And I do want to put 2 pockets on the inside of the journal cover. Okay, beautiful beings, I sewed around, and I did different stitches. As you can see, I went up around here and did a different stitch, and then another different stitch. I just tried something different. Okay, and then I sewed here and here for that belly band, and this is for the back, and that's what that looks like. Okay, the front, and then in here I did an extra stitch across here, and then I went up and stitched and tried something new, and I stitched along the fray. Okay, and then here a couple of these didn't cover, so I just did a zigzag stitch up on each corner. Okay, and right there, and right there. And again, I did different stitches through the whole thing. So we have to decorate the front. We have to fill in our holes with a eye, and we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. Okay, up tuck, bottom tuck, and a belly band on the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our eyes on. Okay, I'm going to use my memory keepers. It's for eyes. Okay, where's my eyes? Right here. So I'm going to put this in this way. Here's my eye. And I'm going to put that in this way. And make sure I don't lose my other one. There it is. They're black, so they're hard to see. I just chose black. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to squeeze it. And voila. It's in there, beautiful beings. Then I'm going to do this side. Oop. Okay. Then I have this lace from Dollar Tree, and that's all I got left. Lace ribbon, Floral Garden, and that's what I'm going to use for this. Okay. So I'm just going to take this. Gather at the bottom like that, and then I hope I'm talking loud enough, because this phone, I'm telling you, doesn't like to pick stuff up. And then I'm gonna figure out what side was what. It's this side. I'm gonna take this and just gather it up so I can put it through the eye. I keep wanting to call these brads. Like this. I wonder if I just tie them here. I wanted to do something different, but I don't know if it'll be long enough for a bow. I mean, we don't have to do a bow. We don't. Just through here. It's going this way. There we go. I wonder if I just tie a knot around it, just for something different. Tie a knot on this side. This. Get it all the way through. There we go. Have that on the outside. I think it might work. And take this one, pull that out a little bit, and put a knot on the outside. Like this. That should be good. Let's see with these in it. Our 2 pocket files. It's perfect. Of course, I gotta sew these in still. Yeah, that works. Tied like that. That's something new. It's a new look for me. I don't know if anybody else is. But that's a new look for me. Right. I'm going to take these out, and then we're going to decorate the front, and then we're done. Then I'll sew them in off camera, and then I'll do a reveal. But I have a word here. Okay. Hello, fall. And I got a bunch of leaves. And I want to glue these down. Missing a leaf. I'm going to glue these down like so, and put that there, like that. Okay. So I'm going to start that. Just using Elena's. Just using Elena's. And I tore these, if you can't tell, I tore them off of the plastic vine. Just going to put glue here and there. So we don't overdo the glue, but it sticks down. And there we go. That should fit in there nicely. Did I put that one on right? Yes. I think I want that in more. Then we'll glue down. I did a video on these, and I think they're under fall. If not, I'll put them under fall, but they might be under with laser cuts. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to set that right in the middle where I want it. Out there. And I'm just going to leave it like that, and then later on I'll come and push the word down. I just don't want it to smear, but I want it to take. Okay, so that way it don't ooze out. And I think that's straight. There's a close-up. And there you go, beautiful beings. When I get the pocket files sewed into it, and this is all dry, I'll sew them in, and then I'll do a quick video on the reveal. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.